Hello and welcome to a presentation by Braidwater. The purpose of this video presentation is to give an overview of Braidwater's house building process and all the stages involved. Before we proceed, we need to remind you that health and safety knowledge and adherence is of the highest of importance on all Braidwater sites. Each time you physically visit a site, you'll be given an induction on all the essential guidelines and PPE to wear, but for now, just sit back and relax. Firstly, we'll start with some background information on the company, Braidwater. Started by Patrick McGuinness over 40 years ago, Braidwater is today one of Northern Ireland's leading house builders. The group consists of two companies, Braidwater Homes, which is primarily involved in private house building, and BW Social Affordable Housing, which looks after the social housing arm. Braidwater is managed by a board of directors, which the founder, Patrick McGuinness, sits on, and the managing director is Patrick's son, Joe McGuinness. All Braidwater homes are built using timber frame construction techniques, ensuring homes are easier to heat and highly energy efficient. This allows Braidwater to employ a fast build construction program, ensuring homes are completed 13 weeks from the timber frame kit being erected. This presentation will focus on our private Birch Hill development located on the Belt Road in Derry, although we have used images from other sites. Birch Hill has been up and running since 2016 and is nearing completion, with 220 homes in total. House types range from 2-bed bungalows to 4-bed detached homes, and all come turnkey, which means everything is finished, including the kitchen, tiling, carpets and painting. New homeowners have the option of selecting their choices, plus they can also upgrade dependent on budget. The overall value of the site is upwards of £35 million, so therefore the economic benefits for suppliers, subcontractors and the local economy are clear to see. Typically, on any Braidwater site, we would have up to 11 staff employed directly, including the site foreman, contracts manager and health and safety. Up to 7 in the office looking after quantity surveying, engineering and the buying team, and 30 indirectly. This equates to 10 contractors on site and the use of up to 20 suppliers. Regular meetings take place on site with the Braidwater teams on a daily, weekly and monthly basis. The site foreman's main responsibility is to ensure the construction program runs in an efficient manner on a day-to-day basis. Site men take instruction from the foreman and the office team back up his instructions with all the necessary paperwork, quantity surveying, ordering and delegation. Braidwater has always linked up with the local educational establishments, offering placement opportunities for quantity surveying, construction management, civil engineering and fire safety students. The company is proud to be at the forefront of offering these opportunities to male and female students and has been duly recognised. Many of the students placed with Braidwater continue with full-time employment once their studies are completed or go to other companies in the construction industry. The following is a brief basic overview of the construction program employed by Braidwater and the process involved. The footprint of the building is marked out using coordinates generated from the site layout plan, and the engineers determine the exact depth and width. The timber frame manufacturer supplies an approved set of drawings giving dimensions for the kit, and the foundation blockwork is marked out. At this stage, the pipes are built into the floors for services such as water, gas, BT and foul waste for the bath, toilets, wash-hand basins and sinks. The subfloors are then filled to within 150mm below the slab level. A structural engineer provides a detailed drawing for the slab depth, holes for the pipework and slab layout. The concrete supplier then manufactures and fits the bison slabs to the top of the foundation blockwork. A radon barrier is then fitted to the top of the slabs to protect the homes and their occupants from the effects of radon, carbon dioxide and other harmful gases. From the timber frame drawings, the ground floor wall panel layout and base plan will give dimensions for supporting blockwork to external and internal load-bearing walls. The subfloor blockwork is then built to a depth of 225mm to accommodate floor insulation of 125mm and 100mm depth of concrete. Floor insulation is then added to the top of the radon barrier with perimeter stripes laid to stop cold bridging. This performs a vital function in the thermal envelope of the building as it effectively stops the heat from seeping out of the edges of the floor where the screed or concrete meets the wall. A damp-proof membrane is then laid onto the insulation and the concrete is poured, levelled and power floated to provide a finished floor. At this stage of the build, the external plot drainage is placed along with the associated manholes and also the water, electricity and gas pipes positioned. After this, the curtilage stone surrounding the house is placed to approximately 500mm below the finished floor level, giving a secure foundation for the scaffolding to be erected. The scaffolding is then erected prior to the delivery of the timber frame kit. Once the timber frame kit is delivered to site, it can then be craned into position. It takes approximately 2 days' work to erect an average 2-storey detached house, and at this stage the fire cavity barriers are fitted, which ultimately prevent the movement of fire within a building. The roof lathing and felt follows quickly in order to keep the rain out, with the roof tiling to follow shortly thereafter. The external doors and windows are fitted to the kit carcass. The brickwork can then commence, with particular attention to expansion required around the windows, doors and the roof. Blockwork is plastered in 2 coats, scratch coat and then render coat. The plaster is then painted when dry. The scaffolding can now be dropped and the external groundworks commence. The timber grounds for switches, sockets, lights, kitchen units and door frames are fitted. Domestic and heating pipework is installed in the studwork and the floor joists. Cabling is installed for sockets, lights, kitchen appliances, TV, BT phone line and internet. The structure of the building is inspected at this stage before further works can progress. The insulation and vapour barrier are placed before the plasterboard is fixed to the studwork. Dry lining of the plasterboard is completed and sanded. All the walls and ceilings receive a spray coat of paint. The gas boiler, wash hand basins, bath, shower trays and radiators are now fitted. Face plates to double sockets, light switches and ceiling roses are completed. This allows NI electricity to connect the plot to the mains power by fitting an electric meter. The homeowner's choice of kitchen is installed along with worktop, sink and integrated appliances. The house is tiled throughout with the homeowner's selection in the hallway, WC, kitchen dining, bathroom and ensuite. The doors, skirting, architrave, stair newel, spindles and handrails are all fitted. The painters give the house its final coat, including all skirting boards, architrave, walls and ceilings. A specialist company performs air and sound tests to satisfy building regulations. Commissioning certificates for gas and electric provision are completed. The house is carpeted throughout with the homeowner's selection in the living room, stairs, landing and bedrooms. A sparkle clean takes place to ensure the house is in pristine condition for the handover of the keys to the homeowner. Footpaths and driveways are stoned to correct levels to receive tarmac and paving. Utility ducts are laid, stoned over and compacted. The rear garden and patio area is enclosed by 6-foot board timber fencing, ensuring complete privacy. The lawn turf is laid to the front and the rear gardens. The driveway surface is given a layer of tar, ensuring a hard-wearing and durable top coat alongside paving to front and rear doors. Landscaping is finalised with the areas selected to receive shrubs and hedging. The final inspection of the finished house takes place before the transfer of funds and legal completion takes place. The joyous day arrives with the handover of keys by the site foreman to the new homeowners. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video overview of Braidwater's house building program. We hope it has helped you visualize the theory with the actual, and maybe someday you'll be able to utilize your vast amounts of knowledge with a Braidwater placement.